Yo, 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 what's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's going on? Yeah, so let's get to this. There's a belief within the so called black manosphere which states that female content creators who entered the space and rose into popularity ruined the space. Some say that it's the male's fault for allowing this to happen. Some stated that because these female content creators have risen into popularity in this space, that they now control the online community known as the so-called black manosphere. Some blame it on the male subscribers, saying that the males support these females and are the reason why they've risen to popularity. Some may blame feminism. I don't know. But once again, there's a growing belief that the female content creators who came into the space and risen to popularity have now dominated the space and ruined the space. And I'm here to call bullshit on that. Now, what is true that there are female content creators who have risen into popularity in this space. But to say that these content creators have a dominant hand in this space, when in reality, no one really controls this space because there's no real structure within this online community in which we can say who controls it or who doesn't. The only people that control this space is Google and YouTube, which happens to be run by a female, by the way. The CEO of YouTube is a female. So in a way, you can say females run this space due to the fact that the CEO of YouTube is a female. So to that point, you can say that females dominate this space. But to say that females dominate this space due to female content creators growing into popularity, I can't really say that. So that's bullshit. But to say that this space was destroyed due to these female content creators growing into popularity, to me, I call bullshit on that. Because this space was destroyed long before there was a Jessica X, a Concrete Rose, a Sister George, and what have you. Danica Marie, if you want to say she's a member of the so-called black manosphere, I don't think she is, but some people claim she is, or what have you. This space was already destroyed. And I said this when I was on another panel moments ago, that this space was destroyed the moment this space went from a place focused on black male empowerment to focusing on relationships and dating. Excuse me, let me correct myself. This space was ruined when it went from being a space and or online community revolving around black male empowerment to worrying about or emphasizing who so-called black females are fucking. What type of male so-called black females find attractive? How come they find Pookie so attractive? How come they don't find the so-called educated lame attractive? This is what ruined the space. This type of way of thinking. And these types of arguments, right? When the space abandoned black male empowerment and started emphasizing more on who so-called black females or females in general choose to fuck. You know, I can't wait until Donald Trump becomes president so he could remove welfare, thus forcing black females to submit to black males. Cuts the negotiation table. Once this space revolved around what so-called black females are doing, what happened that these types of conversations attracted more incels. Thus, more and more incels came into the space and infiltrated the space. And the thing is that incels are really simps. See, what incels are, they're not really involuntary celibate. Because in this day and age, there's no such thing as being involuntary celibate. What simps are, what incels are simps who are going through a temporary dry spell. Thus, they're upset about it. That's all it is. Simps going through a temporary dry spell. Thus, they're upset about it. But deep down inside, Shalom, sir, but Yahoo. What's going on, Third Ward Colombian? What's going on? So incels are really simps. That's what they really are. True in their heart, they're really simps. So when more and more simps infiltrated this space, this space started becoming even more female focused and even more female driven. So thus, when these simps came into the space, thus you can have a female with a decent looking photograph, right? With a decent looking photo as her avatar, and make a channel and speak about almost anything, whether it has any depth or not, and still have a lot of popularity. And that female can have a lot of popularity and can get a lot of donations. Thus, what ruined this space is the infiltration of incels, aka dry spell ass simps. And they ruined this space not because they're sitting there, pedestalizing certain female content creators. It's not that. It's because these dry spell ass simps have neglected the original message that built the foundations of this space back in 2008. It has nothing to do with female content creators coming into this space and growing into popularity. That was going to happen nonetheless. You know why? Because of the many simps who people call incels coming into the space. And we already know simps put a female in a high ass pedestal. So when you have all these types of males coming into the space, of course, like I said before, a female can come in and post up a decent looking picture of herself in her avatar, make a channel, and become popular no matter what type of dumbass topics she talks about. And it's no knock to anybody, it's just the truth. A female who looks decent, okay, can make a channel, come into the space, make a channel, and speak about any little topic. It could be something as dumb as, is the sky blue? And this bitch can have 1,500 live viewers and make $2,500 that day worth of super chats, mostly by these simp ass males, due to these simps pedestalizing females. This was bound to happen when you have an infiltration of these types of males in this space. See, the thing is that, and I kept saying this, I've been saying this, what's going on, Black Curls? Black Curls said the males empowered the females in the space. Yeah, they have. They have. But it's not even the females that ruin the space. It's these types of males who have neglected the original message of the space. And the original message of the space revolved around black male empowerment, black male improvement. And now, what I am going back to what I was saying, females have always been part of the space, even when it came to the creation of this space that started in 2008. I've stated this Lord knows how many times. Soul and Black can back me up on this. Mike V can back me up on this. Sir Obadiah, who's commenting, he can back me up on this because Sir Obadiah is a member of the 1.0 version of the so-called Black Manosphere. You know? So people who was in this space from the very beginning can back me up on this when I say that female content creators were always a member of the space. And the beginning stages of this space was functional. It didn't become dysfunctional until these simps infiltrated the space. And neglected the original intent of this space and have it being revolved around a female's vagina. I mean, you even have content creators within this space, male content creators within this space, introducing this space to pimps, aka human traffickers, trying to get these pimps to teach these simps on how to make yourself more appealing to a certain group of females that you shouldn't even be fucking with in the first place. Like, this space turned into, like I said, focusing on a female's vagina. It became vaginal vision. That's what it is, the vaginal sphere. That's all it became, the vaginal sphere. Hold on for a minute. Hold on for a minute. Hold on for a minute. Let me hashtag that. Let me hashtag that shit. That's what it became. Yeah, porn TV. Porn TV. Porn TV, yeah. That's what it became. The vaginal sphere. That's what it became, man. And what is even worse is that these males focus more on the vagina of low quality females and make up all these videos trying to convince males how to make themselves be more appealing to low quality females, when you're not supposed to focus on making yourself appealing to low quality females. When it comes to these types of females, you're supposed to leave them alone altogether. Common sense, right? Well, at least that's what the 1.0 version of the Black Manosphere was talking about. But then it switched into, but then when 2.0 came in the scene, it switched into how to make yourself more appealing to these females. Low quality females, that is. I mean, I'll never forget all these videos where you have these content creators, who's very popular, by the way, speak about what to do to get the vagina wet. And as a result, you got these big name content creators who allowed human traffickers, aka simps, to come into the space and try to teach males on how to make yourself more attractive to low quality females. And these same people who introduced these human traffickers into the space and who was part of increasing the dysfunction in the space is now saying, I'm leaving the sphere, I'm leaving. I'm like, hold on for a minute. You mean to tell me you sunk the ship and everybody else in the ship, right? You put a big ass hole in the ship and the ship is sinking, and instead of fixing what you have destroyed, you want to abandon ship? Nah, nigga, I'm talking about you, O'Shea. Cornelius. I'm talking about your ass, nigga. And you can say whatever you want about me. You fucking, with your fucking hairline doing that Michael Jackson moonwalking shit. Fuck out of here, nigga. You can say whatever you want about me, if you want to. But nigga, you's a bitch ass nigga. You're one of the main reasons why this space fell into the dysfunction that this space has found itself in. Now you want to leave and abandon ship. Get the fuck out of here. That's some cowardly shit. If a man destroys something, what a man does is try his best to fix what he has destroyed. You don't destroy something and then leave like a little bitch. Nah, nigga. That's some pussy ass shit. But I've told you niggas this shit ever since I came back in this space in 2020 and told you that this space is full of some hoe ass niggas. But y'all love supporting these hoe ass niggas, so hey, that's on you. Seeking My Creator says, I always thought this was a place where men with poor discipline about women, where men could be separate and properly discuss these issues. Yeah, that's part of it. But this space, well, the original foundation of this space dealt with more than just discussing about issues with females. It also speaks about discussing and even solving issues when it comes to things that black males suffer from, such as the high unemployment rate, discrimination in society, police brutality, the education issue that the black male collective face, the health issues that black males have, the lack of black male, or not the lack of, but the low amount of black male entrepreneurship. Oh, what's up? Oh, I forgot. Oh, what's up, Complex Design? What's up? Yeah, I forgot to give you a shout out. What's going on, Complex? What's going on, SHAKA-NEU-LU? Oh, Kevin Kelly, what's going on? Yeah, speak about yeah, the original foundations of this space was to confront issues that the black male collective face as a whole in every aspect of society. And I gave some examples: discrimination, racism in every aspect of society, because so-called black males, out of all demographics of people, we have been the most discriminated against and marginalized um, demographics of people out of all other demographics in society. So the original foundation of the space was made to confront these issues, to confront issues such as, like I said, high black male unemployment and the very little entrepreneurship upon the black male collective, and encouraging more black male entrepreneurship for so black males can have a level of economic independence in the society. We spoke a lot about that in the 1.0 sector of the so-called black manosphere. And we did speak about relationships, but we spoke about it in the aspect of educating so-called black males about the types of females that they need to avoid, and also confronting the issue of black males being mistreated when they are in relationships with a certain type of so-called black males. So when we spoke about relationships in the 1.0 version of the black manosphere, we spoke about it in terms of black males being mistreated in their relationships by at the hands of so-called black females. We was not sitting there worrying about who low quality females are having sex with. How come they find this other groups of males attractive and don't find the good man attractive? We didn't give a fuck about that bullshit. The fuck? Yeah, yeah, Black Curse, yes, yes. O'Shea Duke's stepdaddy put some of these black male hating broads on. Yeah, like another Moist Twatkins. Now he wants to abandon the ship that he helped sunk. Nah, motherfucker, you gotta fix that sinking ship. Yeah, yeah. Shoot. Well, the beginning of the so-called Black Manosphere, we was all one with the other segments of Black YouTube. We was one with the conscious community. Because really, it was pro-blacks that created the original Black Manosphere, which at one point we called the Black Male Collective Consciousness. Stoic One, what's up to you? What's up to Bronzebird? Yeah. But then let's go to the topic. Let's go back to the topic when it comes to whether or not female content creators destroy the space. No, it's the simps, aka incels, who infiltrated this space that destroyed the space. The space wasn't destroyed due to the popularity of female content creators or females entering this space, because females was always in this space, even during the 1.0 era. Females was always part of this fucking space. What happened is that the simps came into this space and infiltrated the space and abandoned the original intent of the space. That's what destroyed the space. See, female content creators such as Jessica X, Sister George, Concrete Rose, and etc. They came into the space after it died, after it was ruined. That's all it is. They came after it was ruined. Ricardo Rodney, what's going on? They came after the ship was sinking. And if you want to argue that they continued to let the ship sink or they didn't, well, that's your opinion. But you can't say that them rising to popularity ruined the space. You have to look at, did the original intent of the space or have the original intentions of the space been neglected? And did this neglect ruin the space? And the answer to both of these questions is yes. What's going on? Shalom, Lawrence God. Shalom. There's too many bitch ass niggas in this fucking space. Too many. And we embrace them. And the thing is that, you know, some even believe that, some even theorize that when the super chat function came into YouTube, and you have apps such as cash apps where a lot of content creators can make money, that further ruined the space. Well, I'm here to say that's not true either. Or, you know what? Let me take that back. I'm here to say that's semi-true. In a way, it's semi-true. So, in a way, yes and no. I'll explain. Because, once again, what really destroyed the space is when content creators, mainly the 2.0 content creators of the space, abandoned the original intentions of the space and focused more on a female's vagina. That's what really ruined the space. And the infiltration of incels coming into this space, right? But the thing is, when the incels, aka simps going through a temporary dry spell and are complaining about it, came into the space, they became the majority of people financing or donating to a lot of these bitch ass content creators in this space. When these bitch ass content creators spill their rhetoric. So when these bitch ass content creators realize that, oh, okay, it's profitable to continue speaking about things that revolve around a female's vagina, then I'm going to keep on doing it. And likewise, the incels, aka simps going through a temporary dry spell but are complaining about it, they saw that these bitch ass content creators are making me feel good because they are speaking about what's going on in my mind. They understand me. They can relate to me. They are complaining about the same things that I'm complaining about. And it's making me feel good. Yes, someone can relate to me. Someone else out there is a bitch ass nigga just like me. Yay! I'm going to pay you. You know what? I'm going to support this brother. Because he's a bitch nigga just like me. And bitch niggas got to stick together. And this is what the fuck happened. Unreasonable man. What's going on, unreasonable man? What's going on? Absolutely. Made their channels more palatable to women. Yeah. Bronzebird said, felt like I came in at the end because even I was referred to as an incel. Yeah, I don't know how. I don't know why people refer to you as an incel, Bronzebird. I don't know how. I don't know why. You never profess to be an incel. You never cry and complain about females, you know? So, yeah. Yeah, it turned to Jerry Springer. Yeah. This turned into an online version of Jerry Springer. Blue pill ragers. Yeah. But the blue pill, I keep saying that No disrespect to SHAKA-NEU-LU. I get what SHAKA-NEU-LU is saying, but when it comes to these pills, even when it comes to the interpretation of these pills, the red pill or the blue pill, a lot of people in this space totally take the interpretations of these pills out of context because they revolve these pills around females. When no, these pills are not revolving around females. The metaphor of the red pill and the blue pill actually came from a female. And it's not revolved around females. It revolves around social awareness. It revolves around a state of consciousness. If you have a high state of consciousness, or in other words, if you have the ability to see the bigger picture and how society truly operates, then you are considered as one who has swallowed the red pill. If you're not that socially aware, or if you're unable to see the bigger picture and how society truly operates beyond all the lies that society promotes, then you are considered as one who has swallowed the blue pill. Okay? The unawakened, the unenlightened, uninformed. So these pills deals with a level of consciousness. It has nothing to do with females. But then again, when you have an infiltration of incels, aka simps going through a temporary dry spell and are complaining about it, then you can easily have some of these niggas taking some shit out of context and other bitch ass niggas taking that shit, taking the misinterpretation of these pills and creating some new shit out of it and revolving these pills around some bitches. Come on, man. So damn stupid. I forgot the name of that sister who was the original writer of The Matrix. But man, that sister's a genius. And when you take the metaphors of the red pill and the blue pill and interpret them and make the interpretations around these pills around some females, what you're doing is that you have taken such a genius work and watered them down to such a mundane level. It's so stupid. And only a simp does that. Revolve shit around fucking females. Female this, female that, female this, female that. Female this, female that, female. That's what ruined the space. That's what ruined the so-called black manosphere. Where motherfuckers are constantly making videos talking about females. And what even kills me is that when the so-called black manosphere make these videos that revolve around what females are doing, they really focus more on low quality ass females. Females that are whores. Females that are the bottom of the crop. I mean, they focus on these types of females. And that amazes me. They're worried about whores. Why the fuck would you be worried about whores? I don't give a goddamn about whores, man. The fuck? Yeah, blame your mother for that. Yeah, my grandma's all messed up. Blame your mother for that. Why the fuck you here if my grandma's messed up? Bitch ass nigga. You ain't even got the heart to show your fucking face. Yo, put that nigga on timeout. Shit. Hey. Your mother's decision not aborting your bitch ass is all messed up. Fuck out of here, nigga. Yeah, put that whole ass nigga on timeout. Yeah, Sophia Stewart, yes. Thank you, Soul and Black. Shalom, Soul and Black. Sophia Stewart, yeah. Sophia Stewart. Or you got to email me? Yo, I gave you my number, dog. Yo, yeah, email me. But yo, Shaka, I gave you my number, dog. You ain't never called. But the Lord's God says, I keep saying this is not on women. They are who they are, but men let them in knowing they bring nothing but chaos. It's why I believe men suffer from Stockholm syndrome. But it's not even about males allowing females to come in, because like I said earlier in this video, that females were always a part of this space. That's not what ruined this space. Hold on for a minute. Okay. Yeah, someone, all right. So Bronzebird said, what's worse now is that they make videos on panels reacting to other panels. Yeah. These review videos. Yeah, they make these review videos. And the thing is that in a lot of these review videos that a lot of people in this space make, they totally misinterpret what's actually been said in these videos. But they do that. They do that in an attempt to try to assassinate the character. Hold on, who's that? I knew, New, I got you. I see you text me. I knew, I got you, New. All right, thanks, New. I got your text message, New. All right. Yeah. Yeah, intelligence systems were part of the space. Yeah, they were. Yeah. That's true, Soul and Black. What was I going to say again? Damn. Oh yeah, when it comes to these reaction videos, or where they review other panels, when content creators do that, when they make these reaction videos reviewing other panels, going to the screen share and screen sharing and playing other videos or other panels, these content creators who do that in an attempt to try to assassinate the character and or dispute the talking points of another content creator. But oftentimes they fail in doing that because they totally take people's words out of context and misinterpret them. But they do that because that's what create a lot of views. That's what create a lot of popularity. People believe in this so-called YouTube beef, even though in reality there's no such thing as beef on the internet. But for lack of a better word, a lot of people in this, especially in this space, are so into this YouTube beef. Thus, when it comes to these reaction videos, or these people are responding or making these review videos, I say review videos and reviewing other panels, it just make the viewing audience think that, okay, there's another beef, quote unquote, right? So thus the audience stand by and watch and entertain themselves as they see one content creator reviewing a video or a panel of another content creator. And most of the time when that one content creator reviews the video or panel of the other content creator, that content creator is going to purposely misinterpret things to try to assassinate the character of the content creator that they're reviewing. That's what they're doing. It's just another smear campaign. Yeah, well, keep it techie. Well, I don't know. When you speak about back in the day, are you talking about back in my day? Are you talking about back during the 1.0 era? Because during the 1.0 era, the space was pro-black. So when you say back in the day, keep it techie, what time stamp are you talking about? Like, what time period are you talking about? Yeah, most of these dudes are chasing clicks, views, money, and popularity. That's what they're chasing. Clicks, views, and popularity. Yeah. Oh shit! North Carolina's beating Baylor. Damn. I'm looking at an ESPN.com in reference to this March Madness. That the number 8 seed North Carolina is beating Baylor. You know what? All right, I'm done speaking to you guys. All right, Keep It Techie says, "Oh, you came during the earlier days of 2.0. Oh, okay, so you probably mean during the earlier days of 2.0, there was a pro-black element to it." Well, I don't know, Keep It Techie, because when I first sat back and witnessed the 2.0 version of this space, they was trying to poke fun of the pro-blacks. So they were poking fun of the pro-blacks. Now, in a way, I understand why, because a lot of these fake pro-blacks need to get roasted. A lot of the fake pro-blacks need to be exposed. But the more and more I paid attention to the 2.0 version of this space, it seems that they was going against anything that dealt with black empowerment and black productivity. But yo, you're not a lot, but there were some. All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but I don't have anything else to say in regards to this topic. You know, we can't say that because certain female content creators have grown or have risen into popularity in this space as being the reason or one reason why this space had been destroyed. This space was destroyed ever since the males in this space neglected the original mission of the space. When that happened, the space was destroyed right then and there. See, because the heart and soul, the heart and soul, and even the lifeblood of a movement lays in the manifesto, the policy, and the original intention of that movement. And once that lifeblood, once that heart and soul of that movement have been neglected, that movement have died. What happened when your heart stops? You die. Right? And the heart of a movement lies in its manifesto. And once that dies, the movement dies. And that's what happened to the so-called Black Manosphere, the weak ass, well, the now weak ass Black Manosphere. It died. Right. Yeah. I might do some more about the history of the space. Maybe. All right. Maybe. But yo, I made a video last night called The Return of Black Wall Street. It was a question. And it was about a movement that's happening now in Tulsa, Oklahoma, where there's more and more black-owned entrepreneurs who are opening up businesses in Tulsa and attempting to revive what was once known as Black Wall Street, where we all know what Black Wall Street was. Black Wall Street was located in the Greenwood district of Tulsa, Oklahoma, which at the time was a predominantly black section of Tulsa, where it was full of wealthy and successful black entrepreneurs, where so-called black people own their own everything. Hospitals, schools, supermarkets, coffee shops, all types of stores. And even based on what I read, Black Wall Street had their own private airport. So now in 2022, there's a growing movement where you have a lot of so-called black entrepreneurs in Tulsa, Oklahoma, trying to revive what was once known as Black Wall Street. Hell, what a lot of people don't know, that there were several Black Wall Streets in America. Richmond, Virginia had their own section of Black Wall Street. Durham, North Carolina had their own version of Black Wall Street, which was no different from what happened in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Tulsa, Oklahoma, the Black Wall Street in Tulsa, Oklahoma was, of course, the most popular of all the Black Wall Streets, but there were other Black Wall Streets. And of course, you had Rosewood in Florida, and of course, you had the Harlem Renaissance of the 1920s, where, the word Renaissance means rebirth. And in Harlem, you had a whole lot of successful black wealth in Harlem. And you still do it till this day. But, watch that video that I made last night. Because this is the mindset. We should, in this space, as so-called black males, our mindset should be on that level. Looking to establish economic independence amongst the black male collective. Because when we do that, that's when we establish a level of power. You can't have power without having some level of economic independence as a group. Yeah, Sandy Ground in Staten Island, Timbuktu in upstate New York, Wheatsville in Brooklyn. Yeah. But all right, that's all I have to say. I gotta go. I'm going to go and watch the rest of this game. I missed the first half of this game, which is the second round of the NCAA men's basketball tournament between the University of North Carolina and Baylor. All right, man. Y'all have a very good day. Shalom. Oh, Shabbat Shalom to all my professed Hebrew Israelites out there.